G'day guys, I'm Elvin, we're Adventuring Pals and we are looking for a new caravan. We're here at Jayco dealership looking through probably the smallest caravan with bunks and ensuite. This is a 15-foot model, 15.5 foot, single axle. This is a Starcraft Bushpack. So, this is the first caravan we're looking at because our old Jayco has been written off and we are just starting our hunt for a replacement. Go on.
This caravan is better than our caravan because it has more storage space and it has stuff on the walls where we don't have to keep like stand and stuff.
Well, actually that is my biggest concern, opposite to what he said. My biggest concern is this might not have enough storage space because we've come from a 16-foot expander where the beds open out and the whole caravan is for your kitchen and your bigger dining table, and it is really spacious. But we are pretty tight as a family and we don't mind being so close together. I don't think the space in here is an issue. I think it's more going to be storage, and now that we're in here and looking at it, I kind of feel like there will be enough room because we've got the overhead cupboards above the bed all the way around. We've got the overhead cupboards in one of the dining area. We've got the other one, which is the bunk, but the bottom one, as you would have seen when we first entered here, is actually a dinette as well for the kids. Nice there, look at the bed still made up there.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it's cozy. If I'm going to be growing up, I'm going to hit my head.
Yeah, true. Can I try and sit in there?
And then you could just go in there. So,
yeah, get out.
So Mom and Dad could eat here over here.
Yeah, baby, take the camera. See what it's like if I have to get in here. Yeah, definitely not made for adults, this one. But that bed can be put away, I'll show you. You can move that out of the way to give yourself, oh, here you go, like that. That's all right. Like this, and then like that. And so that gives you a lot more room down here. So then even me, can stand in there.
But not in there.
Oh, but you don't need to get in there anyway.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah.
And then these come into the middle. And that is the second bed for Jordan to sleep on. So we have our two separate little dinette areas, which I think is pretty awesome. They can be there doing their schoolwork when we are set up, not for sleeping, and I can be here doing my editing and my other work. The bed is east-west bed, which I don't mind that. That's our old expander was east-west beds, and so we're very used to it. But this time we're not surrounded by canvas, which is going to be very luxurious. Even this whole caravan, you think it's tiny, right? But I'll tell you what, we're coming from a rooftop tent as what we're using right now because our caravan's been written off for a little while now, and this is Taj Mahal compared to a rooftop tent, hey?
Yeah, it looks quite comfortable, bit of luxury. Like, it's nice to have a full van, I think, where we don't have to worry about popping up, packing things away. We just drive it, open the door, and it's ready to go. That's good. And we don't have to worry about canvas. So our last caravan we had mold, and I'm really scared about getting mold back in a van, so not too keen on getting another pop top with vinyl. Yeah, storage space. Like, we got a lot more overhead stuff in here than we did with our pop top.
And the overhead cupboards are a lot higher than our pop top and probably a bit deeper too.
Yeah.
You see, like, that's a lot. So I reckon for us, the overhead cupboards up there, that'll probably be enough for all of our clothing, like me, Ashlyn, and the kids too, like our day-to-day clothing. But I'll probably put the kids' clothing in here so they can actually get to it themselves without going on my bed. The three cupboards here are nice, so that'll sort out the kids' clothing, and we can have our clothing in there and probably more stuff that we don't really usually use much. There's drawers down here below the I think, not a drawer actually. There's a huge storage space down here. On both sides of the dinette for the kids, and then also on one side of our dinette.
Like that.
Can you? Okay, guys, the ensuite for this caravan. Well, let me just
Sorry.
let me get in here. Right, I'm here. I'll go in here and check it out. I'm the taller fella, and I'll tell you what, it's same as our old caravan pretty much, and there's plenty enough room. I don't mind a combo ensuite because we are camping after all, and I don't mind compromising a little bit, but for that space, it's pretty efficient for space use. Hey.
Yeah, well, it's an essential, I think, for the next caravan. Needs to have an ensuite.
Well, our old caravan had a same thing, a combo ensuite, but it had because it popped up, it had a vinyl skirting at the top. Worked fine for us. And if I'm towing a caravan, I want an inside ensuite.
Yeah, definitely. We have really missed having an ensuite.
Yeah, we've missed having our ensuite. We have our like shower tent, not the same.
It's not the same.
And just having a bit of private space away from public. Like if you set up at a caravan park or even a free camp or whatever, people all around you, just it's nice to just get away from it, get away from the wind and the rain, comfortable. That's the only thing we're really missing about the caravan. Yeah.
Even for the kids, like routines, like shower time, toilet time, all that is all just set. Like you don't have to like predict where to go next.
Yeah. And like when you're traveling, kids are kids, and they'll want to go to the toilet about 10 minutes after you've passed one. And having a caravan in the past, we just pull over at a safe spot, use the caravan toilet, rather than having to, turn around and go back or start looking for another toilet and go to a filthy public toilet.
Yeah, it's nice to use your own facilities as opposed to public facilities. So
it's 95% of the time, even when we are camping at a caravan park, we will come back and use our own ensuite. Just it's like home, I'd rather do that than go into a public, even amenities at the caravan park. Anyways, show you the bed. Well, guys, just having a seat on this bed. It's way more comfortable than the old expander foam mattress.
Yes.
There's lots of room.
Lots of room.
Like, look at that. I got feet room still. Woo! And both of us can very comfortably lie down on here. And man, this is so spacious, the bed area.
Look, they've got little power points in there. You can charge your phone.
Power points? Oh, yeah. TV. So the TV, cool thing of the TV is, it's locked up. Right, so the cool thing with the TV is once you mounted it on there, you can just watch it ourselves, or you can swing it around so the kiddies can watch it too.
Yay!
Okay guys, and then the other bonus storage area is, not that one, this one. Under the bed. Wow, look at that. Like, give me a foot in there as comparison size. So that is a huge storage area under the bed, and I think it's still got a tunnel booth and stuff. It's really hard to show you this one outside because it's just crammed in here in the yard right next to other vans. I'll try and show you the couple of storage areas, but under there's a huge amount of storage space, so that can be your bulk storage for your winter bedding stuff or winter clothes and snow gear and stuff you're not going to use. We can probably chuck our snorkeling stuff in there and those kind of things. So everyday stuff can be in the cupboards, stuff you don't need down there, out of the way. Now that I've actually been through this caravan, I'm really liking it, guys. It's got a rooftop aircon.
What?
It's got a nice big skylight and nice windows, and feels very light, like a lot of natural light coming in here, and quite airy. So you can open up these windows nicely, and a lot of
curtains. What kind
of curtains? The curtains are like these ones. So that's the fire screen,
Nice.
and then there's a block out.
Oh, like in the frame.
Yeah, so I think this is supposed to go clip into it. So you can use a fire screen like that, slide it up to however much you want it. And I think it's good coming from the bottom because you can block it out so people can't see you, but you can still get the airflow happening if you want.
Fire screen!
Beauty. Well, I totally missed it, but down here under the seats, there's a heap more storage down there too, which is awesome. And of course you can get to this front one with the drawer I showed you earlier, but down the back is the control area, the electrical control stuff, and then more storage there and under there.
What is that?
So lots of storage here. I think storage is a tick. We've got enough storage for our little family.
Okay, this is the kitchen. So it's very, it's still got 4 burners, which is good. Oops. The only thing that we don't have is the bench space that we had from the old caravan. But I don't mind. That's alright. We will probably do most of our cooking outside still. And probably just washing up inside, which there's enough space for that. Storage wise, oh no, there's a couple of overhead cupboards, which would be good.
So these overhead cupboards are huge, very high. So I reckon if we were to get something like this, we'd make another shelf ourselves and then give you a more usable store. And then there's a big pantry on that side.
Okay.
Full height.
Oh wow, it's really deep.
And very, very deep. So I reckon just that pantry alone is probably going to be enough to keep all our food. And then down here will be enough to keep our pots and pans.
Yeah.
And that's a huge space too, wow. Big drawers for our plates and all that.
No, I think the kitchen's good. I think, you know, with a combination of us mainly cooking outside and just using this for storage and washing up will be great. And even like cooking at night and it's raining.
Yeah, well, the biggest thing, I guess, having an inside kitchen is as a backup for when the weather is not good. Because we've done 3 years on the road prior in our old caravan, and most of the times we'll cook outside just on a normal burner. But when the weather is not good, it sucks cooking outside. And we were with friends, we had hybrids, and the only option was to cook outside. And it's almost impossible because the wind and the rain, and you can have an awning and you can have a shade wall and this and that, but you're still outside and the wind makes it very hard to cook sometimes. So just having that as a backup really is perfect. And then having because it's so small, you are literally one step away from using the other table. And so I think having a prep area there will probably definitely make it work for us. And I think, I don't know, this one normally I haven't seen it on this one yet, but they normally have a lid cover thing for that. So like you can use that for a bit of a bench space too. If not, I can make something up to go over that sink to make that a usable bench. But the fit out seems very nice. The beauty about having a small caravan is very light, and the best thing is it's only 55 grand brand new. That's pretty good. Well, most of the second-hand caravans we're looking at range between 2015 and upwards, and they are like starting at around 50 grand. And that's, you know what, like, yes, it's a smaller van. That's our compromise mostly, is in this setup is much smaller, which is not really a compromise for us because I think that it's good enough, and it's very light and easy to go. Now, the other compromise is for this one. It is a Bushpack, which is not a full off-road caravan. I don't even know if they classified it as a semi-off-road. I have seen advertising and stuff of it being on dirt roads, so I assume that you can definitely take it on dirt roads. But with us, we've got the rooftop tent set up still, and we plan to keep that set up with us while we are towing a caravan too. So if we get to somewhere where we want to go explore, but we can't really take the caravan, it's not a big deal. Park it up and just take that rooftop tent in our ute. We'll be good to go for that.
Yeah, it would be nice if it was.
Well, look at this, guys. 55 grand, right? I have looked into it, and I think it's about 10 grand to put some Cruise Master suspension, which is like probably about the best off-road suspension you can get. Yes, I understand the chassis and everything else will still be standard, but I think we've taken our old Jayco Expander Outback into Cape York, Ningaloo, a lot of off-road places, and that just had leaf springs too. So I have quite a lot of confidence in using the old leaf suspension. But yeah, if we decide that we want to make it off-roady, there's always an option because it's such a cheap van, right? From buying it from the start, and that yeah, I really don't know if that's going to be an issue. We're still debating on that. But if we're looking for anything new off-road, we're well like close to 70 grand. So there's a big difference between 55 and 70. That's
and even second hand.
Yeah.
Even second hand would probably save what?
Well,
5 to 10,000.
This is just one of the ones we're looking at, right? And we're going to show you in the next couple of videos a few more different layouts. We'll get off compromise and go to a pop top and get a bit more off-roadiness. But with the Jayco range, I think the full off-road ones are like the all-terrains, which are like starting at like 70 over, it's like 75 grand or something. So even semi-off-road ones in the layout that I like, but the pop top is the issue, but they're like starting at 65. So this is just the first one we're going to show you in a couple of series. And if you guys have some recommendations for us on caravans out there that are bunk with an ensuite, and yeah, a small bunk caravan with ensuite is our inside kitchen too, and we don't want a pop top.
Yeah.
So if you have recommendations, please let us know in the comments. We'll check them out.
Yeah. What caravan shall we buy? Shall we buy this one?
Yes.
I don't know. It's a lot of money.
Kids say yes. Yeah, it is. It is a lot. I mean, it's 55 is cheap for a caravan, but that's still a lot of money for us.
Yeah.
Considering we bought our old caravan for like 28, 29, and then that did us good for 5 years.
And our boys are growing really fast. Will we outgrow this van?
While we're talking on the subject, can you take your boots off and lie down on that bunk and see how much room we got?
Oh.
Ooh. Well, the bunk's little fella or big fella is lying on it. He's a big fella for his age. He's only 7 years old. But I don't know. Hopefully we just get a few more years out of it, and then he'll be big enough to go in a swag outside.
Oh, swag! Come
He'd
on,
love that.
swag. I wish I could have swag.
Yeah, you can be with the swag out there with the dingoes and the snake. Guys, even on the bunks here, I'm not that tall, like 175, something like that. But I could comfortably sleep on here too. And the mattress itself is actually quite comfortable. I think this could work, but don't get too excited just yet. We're gonna check out a couple more, show you guys too a few more different layouts in the Jayco here, and just showing you Jaycos because get up and talk to you about just showing you Jaycos, guys, because there's a Jayco dealership right where we are based at the moment, and none others that I know of. So we're going to show you a couple of different Jayco ranges. Like I said, if you guys have recommendations on vans, and if there's a dealership near us, we'll go and check them out. Right, let's check out the next one. This is the box where the battery is stored. Anderson plug for solar input. Hot water, tunnel. The tunnel bit in this thing is actually huge. And the other concern I just worked out is the payload is actually not all that much. It's about 450 kilos of payload. So, and it's pretty much maxed out on the axle weight as well. So I have to think on that one too, see if that's going to be enough. It's got 2 water tanks, both behind the axle, spare tyre in front of the axle, 2 gas tanks in front of the axle. Now, it's only got a 100 amp hour AGM battery as standard. I'm not too worried about that. That's what we had in the old van. Being a 3-way fridge, you can run it off gas pretty easily off grid. So you don't really need battery for a lot of things, just pump and lights. Well, something to think about. Well guys, that is a look at our Jayco Starcraft Bushpack 15.48-3. An ideal caravan for the family of 4. It's small, compact, lightweight, but it does have its limitation in off-road use and payload. I do also want to make it clear that this is not our caravan. This is a caravan in the showroom, and we were given permission to video it and to share our thoughts on it. We are not in any way affiliated with Jayco. We have no financial gain to be made from making this video. We just wanted to make a video for anybody in the same place as us who may be considering buying this caravan. We also have a few more videos coming up of other different models of the Jayco range. So if you want to keep watching those, please subscribe so you don't miss out. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.